God's sakes, my limit.
We're dropping like flies!
Behold me, mother!
I shall deal with this one. Right on target.
This will not do!
No mercy!
No can do.
And rough! Distractions! This makes no difference.
Reckon that's the first time I ever bore witness to my own demise. It was not pretty. Never woke with such a driving need for reaping before. It's making my hands shake. It did for a while, but then it wore off. All this essence I've gathered, it soaked the blessing right up. Left me with hardly none. Plan to. Gon chose me as a harbinger for the coming harvest. Not anyone else here, but me. Seems the more souls I gather, the better I see Gon's will. And the less I get a wink of sleep. Well, sure, I mean to. Eventually. Us Gonites, we're supposed to shepherd lost souls, not just gather them. The harvesting's only the first part. If I were to dump the souls, it might make me dream less, like before. Or, darn it, who knows? Maybe it'd just make it all worse. Either way, I've got to find my purpose. Will you help me, Watcher? I was hoping you might would. Sometimes I feel like, with you by my side, I can stand against gods. It'll need to be a potent source to overpower the draw of my lantern. It's gotta be luminous for sure. That's one problem solved. But what about the itty-bitty issue regarding the god of rebirth not actually being in hell? The souls will make it safely, but who's to see to their proper reseeding? This is a huge risk of Aora's balance. You really trust Malgrin not to rebirth Aethasians as warriors of the flame? Think Galawain won't be greedy? Gone aside, the gods' past actions don't instill me with the greatest confidence. Normally, I'd simply safekeep them until the god of rebirth could return to hell. But you're right. I ought to deliver as many souls to hell as I can before it's too late. We need to empty my lantern right away. Gods, but you're clever. This is why Gon directed me into your path. I just know it.
I shall.
This where Gaunt stormed through? At least the docks are still intact.
I'll handle this. I'll take care of this.
Well, a welcome's better than a bad one.
I'll handle this.
Extinguished or crushed. Us all, Defiler. You are not mistaken. I am but one of Margaren's elite champions, birthed from her flames, soon reunited in glory. Damned Reaper of Souls and God of Lies, Margaren's most foul enemy. Servants of the Defiler God, damn you!
Well, that was worth doing, even if we got nothing in return.
At least this means they're all dead, right?
I'll take care of this. I know just the thing. I'll handle this.
Reckon this is what happens when you try to keep a god from enacting his plans.
What a glorious hole.
I'll have this open in no time. There we are. I'll take care of it. Trespassers in the goddess's maw? But how? You must seek to follow in your defiler god's footsteps. You will not, for I will smite you where you stand!
Hold, Sega! I would speak to this filthy minion of the wretched god Aethys. Before you char her bones to dust. You must possess an unfathomable power to have kindled the interest of such a giant. Yet you imply you do not serve him.
Rakir, move! We cannot allow these intruders to live.
I hope your weapons are as keen as your wit, both for your sake and mine, puny kith. You would face us in battle rather than flee? I like your mettle. Kith who does not cower before Margren's greatest warriors. We have not yet defeated the embodied god. But that does not mean we won't. The Jotziger is readying another assault from within the Jagged Keep as we speak. I will permit you to scamper closer to God's face, if you believe you can survive. Scurry deeper into the maw, but know that my brethren may squash you.
All who neared the intruder god were gutted until extinguished. You think your soul could last even half so long as Rathu's?
Maybe the kiths will last longer. Only Margren's shrine with our Jagged Keep can lead you to the Defiler God. Kith, if Margren wishes you to face him, surely she will fire the way. Our duty is foremost to Margren. We guard the moor to its fiery end. First, we recover the wounded and their weapons. Drag them into the Jagged Keep. And then, we will kill a god. Second, our help me with the bodies, but this time gentle your grip.
It can't be helped, Rakir. These fallen are brittle.
I'll handle this. Indeed.
Should we be concerned about that?
The volcano rolls in slumber, I say. We should not be here.
They're with gone now.
Looks like trouble.
Attack!
Yeah!
That must hurt.
With relish.
Beyond seek.
Mo, gone, darn it!
I'll take this.
You spend your whole life thinking you're a giant. And one day that fella shows up at your fortress.
That was awfully profound.
Scurriers in my keep, make ready to be crushed, vermin of Eothas! Nay, I will not risk the spread of the Defiler's filth during this time of crisis. May Margaret forever burn your soul in agony. You'll find no mercy in the Everflame.
Asses!
Uh-huh.
Reason with the gigantic flaming marauders?
I'll handle it carefully. I'm afraid not.
Okay.
How irritating.
I felt taxed to my limit.
Another withers on the line!
New trails.
Cody's done for.
I need some help.
Sadly, I cannot.
Pariathus!
Damnation. I've reached... I shall.
Scurriers in my keep, make ready to be crushed, vermin of Eothas! Nay, I may
Didn't work.
This does not work.
Tell me we aren't gonna fight. That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
beyond wrath.
That will do, I say.
All
This
things
does not
must come
work.
to an end. Even me.
Show me where to bite.
Not even close.
Worth it, rough!
All things must come to an end. Even me. Sure thing. Arthek, Worthen, Roth.
Bones! Jody's done for.
Darkness flows and the light wanes. Happy to oblige.
Onward.
Let's reap this whirlwind reaper. Awaits me.
Missed.
Found it. It usually
works. How may I help?
Oh, hell.
I'll take care of it.
Of course.
I'll handle this.
We got trouble.
Charge! Not what I was intending.
Makes no difference.
Beyond.
Found it. Come to
It usually works.
Even me.
Can't take much more. That's not very helpful. What do you need? I'm feeling the strain.
Worthless rock!
Oh, darn it! Ixie,
Can't take much more.
Mo, Ixie, Anna.
Yeah? Sure. What do you need?
The season of harvest is here.
Stay behind me.
Mo,
Onward.
Ixie,
Need something stronger. What do you need?
This will not do!
Mo, Ixie, Anna.
Not what I was intending.
I got it.
You should see this.
I'll take care of this. I know just the thing. I'll have this open in no time. I'll handle this.
Happy to. Uh-huh.
I'm here. I'll take care of this.
I'm thinking this place ain't gonna hold up much longer. What say we hurry, Watcher?
This does not sound good. seemed real cold to me for a fire.
The Brenthis tarries for too long. Yet only she is fit to fire the shrine. Go and ensure that she returns readily with the Ancient.
It would be my honor, Bathor.
Return in victory, Rekir.
Yes, Bathor.
And remember, you are a bold one to attack us in our own seat of power. I hope you are prepared to die here, for I will soon prostrate you on the altar of Margaret and burn you for her glory. Given the circumstance, I will hear your reason for being here, but my patience burns quickly, Kith. What is your relation to Aethys, if not to act with him against Margaret? Mere Kith are seldom agents of such a powerful deity. If you have no plans to defend the Defiler God, then we've no quarrel with you, Kith. We are prepared to assault Aethys at the base of the moor. The shrine will lower us to the sacred Ardra Pillar, where the embodied god now gluts himself. Even if I believed you, I cannot do such a thing. We guard the sacred depths of the maw. None may freely enter. Thus the shrine lies dormant, locked without the talk of Bethacton.
Did you follow that?
So what you're saying is, we need a sacred torch to unlock the shrine, to go deeper into the maw?
I don't suppose you have this talk on hand?
Did you expect to answer a riddle, then navigate a labyrinth to access the way? Our High Priestess. The Brenthis is the Torque's rightful bearer, but she has yet to return to the keep. Our first defense against the Defiler God lies in shambles. So the Brenthis has hastened to summon our ancient ally to battle. She is deep within the lair of the Ancient, west of the keep. When she returns to us with the dragon, we will fire the shrine and strike down the Defiler. To die for Margaret is the greatest honor. We live only to protect the goddess and to serve her will. And Margaret has obliterated Aethys before, has she not? Return our Brenthis and the talk, and we will let you join us in glorious battle indeed. Bravery burns within your blood. It stokes my respect. I approve of this venture. Until the Brenthis returns with the Ancient, my warriors will remain restless and ill at ease. Rekir, go to the lair of the Ancient and carry out my command. You will permit this Kith to assist you, presuming she can muster the strength.
It will be done. You have my word, Bathor.
Kith, should you return the talk, and our priestess along with it to the shrine, you will have proven your worth by serving Margaren's cause. And you, Segroth, lay a protection upon the Kith. The lair of the Ancient is a deadly place, den to a great dragon. This shall safeguard you against the fire and fumes that fill the caverns.
Say, that's great. Now all we gotta worry about is the dragon.
No, fall back.
I think that's beyond me. Mo exceed honor.
Certainly.
That's it!
Lava rule be on Lava rule be on seek.
I hear you. Yeah? Supposing this volcano blows, what are the odds any of us but Gone survives it?
We should move quickly.
That smell. I hope it's just their cook burning the meat.
This place smells and feels like hell in the stories Uncle Amber used to tell me. Rest now, warrior. Your soul is safe with me.
I'll take care of it.
My brethren, world.
If that ain't a creature born in my nightmares, I don't know what is.
Who comes now to stoke the flames of chaos further? Have I not yet feasted enough? I suppose I can make room for another.
No, no. That can't be healthy.
Just realized how lucky we are to have never run across a sewer dragon.
A curse on Ngati for giving me such tender, delicious flesh, I say.
Blessed and terrible Ancient One, the Bathor sends me in search of...
You trespass within my den, and now you think to thieve my treasures? Tell me, what riches will I glean from your corpse? What fine baubles am I soon to pick from my teeth? Your tongue is clever. It amuses me. You think to ride me, the great firestorm in the moor, to meet a blustering god? If the Rathoon could not tame me, why should a little wretch like you fare better? I shall tell you this much, if only to keep you from my wings. Your path to Aethys lies through Margren, through her shrine within the Rathoon's keep. Igniting Margren's shrine lowers it into the moor, so that a Brenthis may worship before the Ardra pillar. See? Thieve from me, should you wish your corpse to join hers. Cherish one of Margran's abject trinkets? I do no such thing, wretch. I care nothing for her trifles. Take it. I have no care for the talk or the corpse.
And it is not in pleasure, not for Mother Margaret. I should have listened when she said nothing. But I was willing to die to reach the Everflame, to sacrifice them and everything to ash, to vanquish the Defiler. And I am burning, but not in the flame. Not with honor and eternity, but for a moment. I am disgraced. Who will lay the talk before the Mother to fire the way? Who is left? Who will guard the sacred spire, the Mother's mind? Who will descend the shrine to the Defiler's God's face? Not these hands that are ashes sifting on a breath that is a last sigh of a wretchedly snuffed life. Not me and mine. Now she who was blackened and befouled and forsaken by the flames, forsaken by Margran.
Rest easy now, priestess. I'll harvest your soul and your torment too.
I'll handle this.
You have my attention. It will be so.
It is as I feared, and as I felt. Her flames have been extinguished. I do not share the Brenthis's ability to commune with Margaret, but I must believe the goddess would will us to fight. We must make a final stand. To returning victory from the lair of the Ancient, I misjudged you. You are one of a kind among kith. What became of the Ancient? Jorda Fairless? Triumph will be nigh impossible without her.
What makes you think something happened to her?
Oh, who needs some old lizard anyway?
You will answer me, Kith, without trickery or lies. Indeed. I feared the worst when the Brenthis failed to return with the beast. We've no choice, despite the odds. We'll attack without either's strength. If this is to be our last stand, we must prepare ourselves, either for victory or for sacrifice. Lest Margaret forsake us for our failures. You've earned the right to Fire Shrine, with the talk of the Other Flame. But we cannot join you as yet, in facing the Defiler.
I'll take care of this.
Watcher, the time does not allow for niceties. Even now, Aethys gains strength from the spire. What progress have you to report? Make haste, should you wish to distract our enemy during my preparation for war. Though now, maybe a revised directive would be wise. Presently, I shall erupt this volcano, and with it, consume Aethys. I suggest you retreat if you at all value your mortal form. I can give you only the moments more it takes me to fully fire the depths of this maw. After that, I will not stay the assault. Even for you. Fare thee on, Watcher. My condolences, should you die.
Yes, Captain. Akira, it is no problem.
Of course.
You're certain he wanted us all to come?
Have you ever seen anything so awe-inspiring? Behold the power of my god!
Watcher, I wasn't sure you'd make it. But there is enough of you in me to grasp that you had a better chance than most. Some would say it's because you have a strong soul. Great deeds come easily to one so spiritually blessed. Or have you become great because of what has been thrust upon you? Watcher of Cadnua, Herald of Berith, Hound of Aethys.
Oh my god. You're really, this can't.
I see you, Shodi. I am glad that we could meet, even if it is under quite unpleasant circumstances.
This is really happening, right? Gon, your humble priestess is before you. Please, tell me what you require of me. How do I save more lost souls than I can carry in one lifetime?
Face bright red, sweat beading her brow. Shodi stumbles precariously closer to the edge. Lantern rattling, she catches herself. A mere moment before she would have toppled over.
I know that you have undertaken a noble mission, but I will tell you what I told the Watcher. You need not fear for the lost souls of this world. As for you, Watcher, why is it you believe you have made it this far? You have done much in this life, it's true. But if it weren't for your past with Theos, with Iovara, you never would have come down this path. But you have come a great distance for answers. What would you ask of me, Watcher? No, not now. Not in your lifetime. Perhaps in 100 generations, the books and tongues of Kith will forget the name Aethys. A penance, paid in full, noted by none. That would be my absolution.
You're just gonna wait for us to forget what you did? That's your penance?
Adair stands in a broad posture, the one he so often takes when placing himself between friend and foe. His neck is sharply craned to meet the unblinking stare of his god.
How about you start by giving back the souls you took? Or maybe by apologizing to every one of your followers, especially the ones that died for you.
The molten rock of Magrin's teeth gleams bright orange in his eyes, and he looks like a man overtaken by a furious spirit.
You owe this Watcher here. You owe my brother Woden, and every last one of us that ever followed you. And you owe me. I never asked you for much, but you owe me better than what you're given.
I cannot atone for my mistakes with words alone, Adair. I know this now. It is why I began this journey and why I must move on. But you have come here for other answers. Why I have returned, where I am going. Am I answering to you, or to Berith? And it would seem even she whose presence shakes the heart of this mountain needs to know. Of course. Magrin fears what I will do, just as she feared what I would do in the Deerwood. But this time is different. This time, there is no power on Eora or in all of Hell to stop me. Understand that what I'm saying is neither a boast nor a challenge. It is the clearest statement of truth I can give you. Give Berith, in the hopes of dissuading you from taking actions that may harm others. Yes, I am sacrificing lives from this generation for the benefit of those who have not yet been born. The other gods may be willing to make similar sacrifices, but they will be in vain. I am going to force gods and mortals alike to open their eyes to one another, and all the powers of Hell cannot drive me from this course. It seems my sister does not like the sound of that. I want to return the gods to our original purpose, and to allow mortals to worship us, or ignore us, for what we are, not what we pretend to be.
Shodi gasps sharply, for once too stunned to blurt out a response. Her eyes are wild, with too much white showing, when she glances from Aethys to you.
What's that mean? You're gonna tell them the truth?
Adair looks away from Aethys for the moment, his eyes darting back and forth, as if between possible outcomes.
When I entered Widewin, I did so with the intention of illuminating the history of Anguith. I wanted to show all the nations of the Eastern Reach the machines we had used to create ourselves, how we had hidden our true nature from mortals for millennia. But even if I had succeeded, my words would have been easy to deny. Belief creates the foundation upon which a mind's reality is built. Some minds can never let go of that foundation. They would rather hold tight to the world in their mind than accept what they're being told. We began with a dream that if we provided guidance to mortals, each generation of souls would grow stronger. And if the souls grew stronger, societies would become better, moving ever closer to achieving the potential we believed all mortals have within them. Over 2,000 years have passed. Hundreds of generations have been born, lived, and died. If the world has improved under our guidance, mortals should be prepared to understand the truth. If they have not improved after all of this time, then we have utterly failed in our aims, and there should be a reckoning of our faults. The time has come for a new covenant between gods and mortals. One forged in the light of truth and understanding between our kind. I will leave this place and go to the lost city the Huana call Ukaizo. It is there that all souls pass through the machines of the gods, where all souls pass into the beyond before beginning their next life. When I reach that place, I will find our great machines and tear them to pieces. I will smash the great wheel until the lights of hell all gutter and die. And when my work is done, I will leave this world forever.
Where does that leave us? You're ending the rule of the gods?
No, Adair. It is not for me to decide if the gods should remain in power. That will be for your kind, for mortals to decide. Both gods and mortals alike rely on the wheel. We depend on it for the souls that give us power. Mortals depend on it for the lives of future generations. Breaking it will force all of us to face the truth. We will fail together or move forward together. Either ending is preferable to the cycle we still find ourselves in.
Too late. You gotta take the souls I harvested for you.
The priestess thrusts her light-pulsing lantern outward, as if waiting for Aethys to take it from her.
They are not for me to take. Shodi, you are their guardian now. You are their protector. You have taken responsibility for them, and only you can decide their fate. Once again, the gods have put you in a precarious position, Watcher. Considering all the troubles I have put you through, the least I can do is protect you from the wrath Magrin has intended for me. For your sake, I will ignore ignore that. Brace yourself, Watcher.
Guys and gals, we are literally being touched by the hand of God right now.
Despite herself, Shodi squeals. Trembling, she sways on her feet as if she might faint.
You better be sure of what you're doing, Aethys. You better be making things right. Because either way, we're the ones paying the cost.
All that I have done for your sake. If we do not meet again, Adair, please, take care of the Watcher.
Aethys's great hand floats away from the luminous Audra pillar. As it pulls back, for a brief moment you see a golden tether flash into existence between the pillar and the great Titan's back. When the Audra fingers gently cradle you, there is first a sensation of warmth, but it is followed by a harsh splitting of consciousness. Your awareness vacillates erratically between the physical world and the spiritual dimension of Aethys's body. Your soul glides amid the many trapped with Aethys. As your brilliant form passes by them, they call and reach out for help. Below Aethys's body, the volcano erupts. Molten rock rushes over the great Audra body, but does not slow its movement. Rathun rush to higher ground, but cannot outpace the lava, which overwhelms and consumes them as it rises. Your attention returns to the heart of Aethys's body. Deep within the whirling masses of souls, you again sense your own presence, the fragment that was taken from you. This time, you reach out to it as it reaches out to you. You meet somewhere in the great mass of Audra, the rest of the souls fading at the edge of your awareness. We are together again. Are you ready to be together again? Since we've parted, you've become someone else. I have become myself. When we join, we won't be ourselves anymore. Your senses yank back to your body, still in Aethys's hand. There is light, sunlight. He has emerged from Ashen Maw, the rim of the volcano and the great keep of the Rathun collapsing behind him. The Audra is barely visible through the thick lava covering his body, and still, he moves. The ocean is gone, water sucked away, leaving only the bare seabed glistening in an ominous silence. You summon the strength to turn your head. Through the cracks in the great god's fingers, you see a wall of water, taller than Nekataka, taller than Aethys, as tall as the moon. It comes with the rumbling of a terrible stampede. The wave slams into Aethys. His hand closes, protecting you from the devastation. Somewhere in your mind, you hear Andra screaming. You are back inside him, back with yourself. Are you still the same Watcher who returned the lost souls of the Deerwood to the wheel? The soul observes you, waiting. I am. Good. Then this should be easy. You feel cool air, seawater. The back of your mind pulls your attention back to your body. Aethys stands amid the now calm waves. Kraken futilely clinging to his limbs as he gingerly sets down your ship with one hand. He carefully opens his other, setting your body on the deck. As your head comes to rest, your vision rocks forward, pulled back into the Audra, back to your soul. Some of us is lost to him. Fragments and the empty spaces between them. They will always be a part of him. But we are still us. And it's time for us to go. Together. The soul rushes toward you, flying into you with ferocious speed. You are thrust back through the Audra, out of the palm of Aethys' hand, back into your body. You can feel the sensation of your skin, the warmth of the Audra, but you are not fully in control. The other soul struggles to reach the surface of the body's consciousness, but you pull it down. Entangled, you float in a dark, boundless expanse. The more you fight each other, the closer you become, until somehow, impossibly, every piece of you is touching every piece of them. Through the distant window of your eyes, you see Aethys push slowly against your ship. Though his touch is light, it is still the touch of a god. The ship lurches, rapidly tearing across the water southward. His hand pulls away from your ship's wake, his body straightening, towering overhead. The volcanic rock, now cooled and gently steaming, sloughs from his body as he moves. The Audra beneath is still immaculate, unmarred. He watches you depart, and you hear a voice in your mind as you sink deeper into the blackness of sleep.
Tell them what you have witnessed, Watcher. Tell them what is coming.
The windows of your eyes retreat into the distance. The fragment of your soul is so close to you in the darkness that you can't tell if its thoughts are separate from your own. Aethys is going to Ukaizo? He's going to stop the rain. Aethys is going to Ukaizo. Aethys is going to Ukaizo. The words repeat in your mind until they become an incessant, meaningless mantra. Involuntary meditation in the emptiness of your unconscious. When the words finally dissolve and become part of the darkness, you see a pinpoint of light. You no longer sense the other soul. No longer sense the person you were before Aethys touched you. You swim toward the light. As you come closer, the light becomes two blurry spots of radiance. You settle in behind your eyes and feel your lips already moving, mumbling. Around your body you sense familiar scents and sounds, voices raised in shock and alarm. You take control of your mouth, opening it wide and drawing a great breath.
Are we simply going to wait? What if she never wakes up?
Are those frilled collars stuffed in your ears? If the Watcher's mumblings are right, then Aethys is marching on Ukaizo. We have to move. He's seizing power from the very gods who betrayed him. Destroying the wheel to make sure they never come back. It's a coup, and we have to muster the strength to stop it.
The unraveling of Kohopa from Tangaloa is our greatest test from the gods, I say. We must live to deserve the world they make for us.
Well, there is some life in her still, but I do not know how her senses fare.
It seems you've been talking in your sleep about Aethys's plan to destroy the wheel. Our friends here are understandably concerned.
We are beyond helping each other, you and I, but Ngati persists in keeping you on her watery game board. The Deadfire is no stranger to cataclysm. We can survive by cleaving to a shared purpose, a greater good, Akira. For what else did the gods place us here? We who have ships and resources enough to make a difference.
What we need is brass. Roatai has ships and cannons aplenty, but the only way I'm sending them is if...
Ships have formed the blockade around Queen's Berth. Their commander demands parley with Serpent's Crown.
What? But what about our ships? I must get a message through to the captains.
For what do our enemies paint a target on their hull? This is a stirring bid for my attention. Send word to my water shapers to drain the sea around the flagship. I would parley on better terms than this.
My queen! They fly the colors of pirates! The Principe are...
Well, what have we here?
Forgive me, Loveson, but it looks like you're having a party. A rather fine one to which you didn't invite me.
You painted vagrants are a plague on my tribes. Why should I not hang you from the walls of my garden?
You should be asking yourself how they got in here in the first place.
Oh, I do love when they squabble. But I'm here for neither pleasantries nor entertainment. We've bigger fish to fry. Or should I say gods? Now everyone just calm down. I promise we won't fire on you at this time. Unless firstly provoked. That is, until once we've safely absconded from the city back to the high seas. Then all bets are off again, aye?
Yes, well, if you have a point, pirate, I suggest you reach it quickly.
We're supposed to take a bunch of pirates at their word?
Right you are. However, I'm here because I've got questions, ones that can't wait. And the Lovesome Watcher's the only one likely to answer them nicely.
Perkamplanka, this is nonsense. I have no intention of letting Ukaizo fall into the hands of plunderers and thieves.
Ukaizo? What's the lost city of gold got to do with a god on a rampage? Well, fuck if that doesn't put things into perspective. But what's that even mean in the long run? Folks who die won't be coming back again. This is all dark and foreboding sounding. But what's it mean for my soul? I mean, I like the idea of pirating throughout the Great Beyond as much as the next gal. But if, say, I got no awareness after I die, does it even matter what happens?
Ak, of course you have no interest past that of your eyes and your stomach. Let us speak now of what can be done. Must be done. Watcher, you know best of all of us what our options are.
The Huana made compacts with the gods on Lost Ukaizo. Anything can happen on the shores of our ancestors. I say it is a place where mortals can reach beyond themselves, do freely what animancers struggle to dream.
We have to act quickly. Defending Ukaizo is the highest priority. Our ships are fast and well-equipped. We could sail to the edge of Andra's mortar. See if Aethys' passage opens a way through the storms. Of course, finding Ukaizo once we're through is another matter. That's so. You just might be able to save us.
We speak of collectively sailing for Andra's Mortar, but this crown will not support any plan that involves a single outsider ship landing on the shores of Ukaizo. It is for this moment that the gods test me. Anyone who seeks to cross Andra's Mortar will learn that the gates of Ukaizo are the end of compromise with the Huana.
But do you not see? Their attachment to this fanciful mythology outpaces all reason. They would risk everything, all for the sake of some misremembered past.
I think I'm getting the gist of it now. While these witless princocks go at each other's throats, we Principi will cut through the storms and plunder the City of Gold. Whatever Aothus is seeking in those ruins, we'll find it, and then we'll sell it to the highest bidder. That, or me and mine will have front row seats to the end of the world.
If the Huana cannot take back our beginning, then our end fast approaches. The gods will judge us by our devotion to Ukaizo.
Are you going to guard it as closely as you've guarded your palace today? Ukaizo was yours once, and you lost it. Meanwhile, the storms that cover Andra's Mortar plague Rauatai too. We will help the Watcher stop Aothus, but we will not leave our country's future in soft hands. We hope the Watcher agrees.
Watcher, there are two kinds of people in the Deadfire. Those who have called it home since time immemorial, and opportunists. With Ukaizo under our control, the Huana would restore order as it has not been seen since the days of our ancestors. By your own deeds, you have no part in these plans. I ask that you do not interfere in the work of the Huana.
Order. And the only question is whether it will be the order of ignorance and tradition, or else of conquest. The secrets to be found in Ukaizo could elevate us all beyond the telling. I will not relinquish that dream so easily.
Watcher, I say the time to play at freelancing is at an end. Any of us could get you to Ukaizo, but only one of us will stand by your side.
Let's speak, Watcher, while we have the
Captain,
chance.
a word? You came to the Deadfire for your own reasons. The problems of others, they must be noisy obstacles by comparison. We both know the burden of being looked to as a source of hope. What say? And you wish for a moment of silence to dampen the rabble. it is relaxing to lose yourself in another, I say. I am feeling braver than normal. Ikera, a good captain, has that effect on their crew. All the powers of the Deadfire have their eyes on the Watcher of Cadnua. Tell me, is the Watcher watching anyone? For once, Ngati answers my prayers. Captain, I would speak plainly. Are you as excited by the possible? What I mean is, if we were to... Ikera, I forgive this reckless fish for testing the waters. I will bother you no more.